There we go. Okay, here we are again. Sorry, had the mic up a little too high. Had to adjust it down. Back with another cycle. Cycle number 3. This will be the last one. Yeah, people have told me that I think sometimes I take it too far with these things come in threes type of dealies, but it just seems to happen that way. I'm not even like trying to do it like that. There's just 3 ways. There's 3 thesis statements that I have for this one, so that's just how it works out. Who's here? Let's see who's here. Let's see, Gau's here, Chris is here, Pad is here, Pine is here as well, and 8th Opening is here as well. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. We are just about to get started. I finished up stretching, and we just got started just about, and there is already no relief for the amount of heat that is in my room. It is 78 degrees Fahrenheit out right now, and I'm already sweating. Low tonight is 61 degrees. I'm going to die. Oh boy. Well, you know. It's all good. And I think I mentioned it previously, just for those of you that were wondering why there was 5-6 minutes of silence at the beginning of this one. So I stretch before I start the stream. I turn it on at the allotted time, basically, but I stretch before I start the stream, so that way I don't, like, strain myself while I'm... or get, like, tight muscles while I'm in the midst of doing the stream, you know. Sometimes that actually helps. With a game like this, it pretty much just gets you sitting on the intro screen or the title screen like this, but in some games they have like those openings that'll play if you sit on the title screen for too long, so that lets that whole thing play out and people watch that and get excited for the game that we're about to play. So sometimes it works out. In this particular game, there's not much happening except we're just sitting here staring at the princess in sullen silence, but yeah, so I was stretching out. That's what I was up to, in case anyone wonders where I was. Voice of the Justice here. Today we gather for the trial of Royal Majesty Princess. Voice of the jump scare. Time to terrify a princess. Yeah, I agree. I think that stretching is really important. I do like some stretching and some resistance exercises with some weights in the morning every day when I'm waiting for my breakfast, because I stick it in a toaster. It's just pieces of toast, so I just stick it in a toaster and I do that while I wait for it to toast. And it genuinely helps. Like, I don't get like these all of a sudden, before I did that, all of a sudden I'll like move the wrong way during the day, and then I'll just feel awful for the rest of the day. It doesn't really happen very often, if ever, anymore. So it's really important. If you don't stretch a lot, it's a good idea to try to do that and like learn the correct stretching techniques too, because you can stretch the wrong way and then you'll just hurt yourself. But if you learn to stretch the right way, it makes a big difference. So I would agree. Very important for health. Thought about going with a voice called Inquisitor and one called Advocate, but it seemed like a chore, so we have just this here. There you go. That one's still here. Oh boy. Just here to make voices with names which vaguely resemble yours, regardless of whether they're good ideas. That's okay, because not all of my ideas are good either, so we're all on the same page at least. Alright, let's get started. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Slay the Princess, the stream edition. I always throw my head back when I say that. I don't know why, but I guess I'm demonstrating that it's not going to hurt my neck. I shouldn't push my luck, though. Last time, we finished up the second cycle that we were working on. It was The World Without Her, or A World Without Her, without the princess. And this is our current sticker collection, our current list of memories right here. We are almost done with all of the chapter 2s. We have one chapter 2 missing and then several chapter 3s that we can work on. And I think, let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapter 3s missing. This cycle that we're doing right here is going to be the final cycle that we're going to do. And then out of the 6 chapter 3s that we're missing, we're going to get 5 of them. So there is exactly 1 that we will not get, but we will fill out all of the chapter 2s. We won't see all of the variations of the chapter 2s, but we will fill out all of the chapter 2s. So yeah, there you go. We got quite a bit of that. We won't have the whole gallery filled out either, but we will have almost our whole sticker collection completed by the time we're done. So that at least is good. So now, what's the objective here, right? What's the question, the research question for this playthrough, right? So this playthrough, let's take it from the top. Last two playthroughs, the first one was kind of like we're, curious about what's going on. We're trapped in a place. We're trying to break out, and we're trying to be responsible for this new life that we're just being introduced to, the Shifting Mound. So we were trying to at least do right by her and, bring her experiences that would fulfill her. So then we leave together. Second playthrough, questions left unanswered, willing to go the distance to figure them out. What would it be like to live in a world without her? We went the distance. It was not pretty. There was a lot of violence and a lot of toxic behavior, and we ended up alone at the end of the world. No pebbles to even pile. I don't even know if anyone's going to get that reference. I don't even know if Marie would get that reference, and she's been here forever. So here's the thought process. What if we went in without a research question this time, right? Like, what if we went in with no hypothesis? What if we just do stuff, right? Like, what if we just do activities together and just talk to each other and then see where the relationship goes from there? Because, like, that's the most natural way to find any sort of affection for somebody. You just do things together. You happen to like doing things together, and then everything just sort of goes from there. If it doesn't work out, okay, fine, at least we tried. So that's the thought process I'm going in with. No thought process, no thoughts, head empty, just Princess and I doing things together. And it's this playthrough in particular, there's a few things that I've never done before on this playthrough, but there's also, like, my favorite routes that I've played are in this playthrough as well, in this cycle. I'd be hard-pressed to pick one of them as a favorite, but there's quite a few good ones, and they're all in Chapter 3. They all go to Chapter 3. So we're probably going to be here for a little while. I don't mind doing 3 streams for this one, and then that'll end it off once we're done with that. There are more. Your writer brain got excited. That's okay. World Without the Princess, truly the saddest one. Moment of Clarity glares at you from the corner. Yeah, about that one. So we skipped the character development? Fuck yeah, oh, get that? God, imagine the Moment of Clarity with all the voices added in. Yeah, that would be a lot, actually. We're not going to skip all the character development, because there are some princesses on this route that we just... First of all, there's some princesses on this route, one in particular, that we've just never met before, so we will ask questions on that one. But there's a couple of other ones where we haven't really had a chance to ask a lot of questions, so there might be some, like, let's get to Chapter 2 quickly type of deals going on, but I'm going to try not to do, like, the exact same thing unless I have to in order to get to that Chapter 2 or Chapter 3. So there will be some stuff still. I think the burned gray represents the path of a player who has detached curiosity. One would only get her if they've understood and accepted the nature of the game's framework. Yeah, like they do everything right to try to get her out, and then all of a sudden just, well, I guess I'll stab you now. Good thing don't have to write with character interactions in mind. The detective route? I mean, I guess something like that. I'm figuring this isn't, like, a specific thing. It's just us going in as us. So let's see what the princess is like as herself, shall we? Does she have a herself? No, there's only one way to find out.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yes, sir. I know that just at this point, I think I've asked all of these questions. Did I ask this question? I don't remember if I've asked this question specifically. I'm going to find out right now.
Yes,
I have, yes.
But you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's... Can you... I think I made this joke already. Can you tell me my prizes for doing such a good job? Yes, we'll put a sticker on the refrigerator for you. Okay. And I mean, I haven't said I haven't said Vive la Revolution or anything like that, but let's just be cordial. We've been cordial up to this point.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to figure out whether she has a herself.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Or is she just a mirror for all the things you think she is?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I would say why not both, but we've already explored the stranger route, so we can't really do why not both. We can do something similar to why not both, though. Like a
The
soft
interior
cap
of the
rather than a
cabin is
hard
almost
cap.
entirely bare. The air is stale
I
and
can think
musty,
of a why
and
not
the
both
floor
we
and
can do in
walls
this
are
situation.
painted in a fine layer of
Execution
dust.
without trial, that's
The
not
only
acceptable.
furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Something tells me that the trial would not go in my favor.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Like, even in a monarchy, even the intention of this would probably doom me to a jail cell for at least the rest of my life and the rest of several lives after me.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Alright, off we go. I think we need the knife the most today out of all of the times we've done this. Usually I've been alternating, but like, thinking about the two routes that I want to do today, we need the knife on
The air feels heavy and damp. A hint
5
of
out
rot
of the 6
filtering
chapters
from
I'm
the
planning on doing
ancient
today.
wood.
Wow.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
And here I said last time we'd be taking the knife a little bit less this time. I guess not.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Maybe it's just like, let me think about that. The next 2 after the next 3 after this, I don't think I need the knife, so. I mean, I guess I could do them in a different order, but nah, let's just stick with the plan.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Vigilantism is a noble ideal, but messy in practice. Don't act rashly. Here's Johnny. We haven't said any of this stuff yet, have we? Just checking in on you. I don't ever really like talking to her on the stairs because I feel like it gives her the wrong impression immediately. But I mean, I guess we could say something because I haven't said it yet, so.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Well, they didn't because they sent me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I guess we'll only find that out if we try to get her out, won't we?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, I did come to you with a knife in hand, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm here to kill you.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
What if I'm just holding it because I couldn't find the key?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Frankly, I'm inclined to agree.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Hello, Pine. I think I said welcome earlier when everybody came in, but welcome. Currently eating breakfast. Sounds good. Have some breakfast. Breakfast is an important meal.
Thank you.
Let's just hope
Maybe
it doesn't
now
get
we can
spoiled if
just
there's any
talk.
blood and gore going on today. Hope you're not squeamish.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
What are these conditions? I've seen animals with finest cells. Yeah, there you go. Knives are very useful for lots of other things that she doesn't know. Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain that to her. I don't exactly have the dialogue options for it. Hey, Nitro, how you doing? Welcome back. We have started a new cycle. We finished the one that you were here for a little bit of yesterday, so now we're starting fresh. Fine, you can handle it. That's good. I hope you are
You'll be
squeamish.
fine. don't know what you're hoping to accomplish
Oh,
here,
boy.
but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
You can say that again, sister. Let's do the litmus test question again, as usual. We know the answer to this already, but it's like a comfort factor for me now.
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Not yet, we can't. So, question for you.
Don't just tell her that.
She deserves a right to know. What if she doesn't have any idea? Like, wouldn't you want to know if you could, I don't know, step the wrong way and accidentally end the world? They fed her, given her a means to clean herself? I would guess not, no. Let it be known for the record. Awkward, good. Let's see how much further we can push that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
See, your voice says one thing, and your face says something entirely different.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Yeah, I believe that.
Just how long has she been down here?
Hey, look, the voices are agreeing.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Well, your face is definitely telling me something about that, but quite honestly, no, they haven't told me why, and that makes you a little bit easier to ingratiate to.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Narrator, you never have my best interests at heart. I'm a
How
tool.
sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Once again, I like that she's already interested in revenge. She doesn't even know how we're going to get out of here yet. She doesn't know who they are. She's just like, let's just deal with them. There's that murder in her eyes. Okay, let's see if we can get her out.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
This is what I get for speccing into perception rather than strength.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
No, that was why I brought the knife, actually.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
It's not.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
The expert's opinion's been taken, but summarily dismissed due to the lack of evidence, Mr. the Narrator. Yeah, well, we know how this is gonna end. So, if we don't have a key...
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
I could.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
That makes sense.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah, but I don't think she'd speak with the nonchalant... Like, she would anticipate that she was gonna have her arm cut off, wouldn't she? So, that... The kind of nonchalance she's speaking with is still a little creepy.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Now's the perfect time to attack her. Surprise! There is... I'm trying to think about this. There is actually one of the routes we're going to be doing, not today, but Saturday, on Saturday's stream. It's not really a jump scare, but it's probably the closest you can get as a player to jump scaring the princess in this game. And honestly, it leads to like just genuinely one of the most gruesome images in the game. Like, it's not even necessarily really, really gory. It's just gruesome because of the way that they frame it. I'll talk about it more when we get there. I don't want to spoil it yet, but it's just really... It really hurts me to look at it. So... I don't know, she seems awfully suspicious, such an evil face. Anyway, let's free her. Listen, if the evil's on my side, maybe... this sounds like the voice of the opportunist all over again, but if the evil's on my side, maybe she won't kill me. It'd be preferable to have a hand to raise, to tell the truth. this again.
Is someone else here?
Or you, let me out of this cabin.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Damn you, you already left.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Okay, well, you heard him.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Well, at least the knife's not stuck locked upstairs. I still have it.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Easier for you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes, ma'am, so I'm going to need your physical ability to help me knock the door down.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Well, she can still slam her shoulder against the door without her hands, so...
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I mean, I am squeamish, but it is precisely as sharp as it needs to be.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Sorry about this, my dear.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
I just imagine her in between each episode where she ends up like or in between each chapter, she just grows it back, and she's like, I think I like the old hand better.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
All right, well, good. I mean, we can wrap it up if you want, but at the very least, now I have a weapon and you have a weapon, and both of them are sharp, so we can use them on whoever decided to lock us down here.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Did I lose my... Hold on. Yeah, okay. I have to close and reopen the chat sometimes there, just to make sure. Wonder what party's talking about. You will find out soon. This is contempt of court. Yeah, ouch. This imprisonment is unjust. Hers and ours. This case is dismissed.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, let's leave.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
I'm sure you can't.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Uh-huh.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
But there's a perfectly large, like, section of her back right there, and he really wants to jam this into it.
Watch me.
Look, even the top near her neck, it has like a cross on it. It almost looks like a target. To him, anyway. You might not want to turn your back on me. I still do have a weapon.
Stop that.
Not that I want to use it.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Yeah, me too.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect.
He said soon, hopefully on this stream yet then. Yeah, either this stream or next one. I haven't decided. Like, I have an order picked out in terms of how I want to do things this playthrough, but it's pretty malleable. This one needs to be first, and the last one needs to be last, but the three in between can kind of go no matter, like, however I want to arrange them. So it might be this one, might be Saturday. It'll be at the very latest Saturdays, though. So, say, all this could be giving the narrator a good scare. I mean, we tried to scare him with the Wraith. It sure didn't work out.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Yeah, the best case scenario for both of us is if you had actually hit that strike, she would have stabbed me with the stub of her arm, so we would have both died. So I don't see how we're getting out alive, no matter what you do. Okay, resistance.
The blade. Move the blade.
For once, resistance is not futile.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I'm trying.
I'll make this quick.
Thank you.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Maybe. We'll find out in a minute or two.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Well, like I said before, at least now she has something to arm her with in case a bear attacks her in the woods. Well, the last time we were here, we didn't really get to talk to her because she jumped to conclusions when I stepped 2
You're on
feet
a
in the wrong
path
direction.
in the
So
woods.
maybe this time we
And
can
at
get
the
some
end of
answers
that
out of the
path
prisoner.
Is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Of course, I've already sort of cut off one of my endings last time, and I talked about how disappointing the one ending that's in The Prisoner is, but that's okay. Doesn't mean we necessarily know what we're up to. Alright, so normally I'd say deja vu, but we've been in these woods before.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Remember my previous statement on vigilantism? It would seem Mr. the Narrator wants us on the wrong side of the law. Oh, what a confusing progression. Charges now include manslaughter, movement to appeal this to the Supreme Court.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Well, you two aren't doing a very good job of keeping a secret.
You know I can hear you two, right?
It's like an echo
It's going to
chamber
be
in
a lot
here.
harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I wonder how much this rattles in, like, is it rattling in my brain? Like, am I hearing this through my ears, or am I hearing this through my thoughts and, like, perceiving it as hearing it?
And as far as trying to help her goes,
I don't know
remind you
the
how
order of operations here.
catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large. I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Uh-huh. Anyway, let's just go. Let's not accidentally press turn
I'll
around and
warn
leave.
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Their thoughts. Yeah, I mean, you're probably right, honestly. Like, it's thoughts, and then I'm hearing it audio-wise because that's convenient for the player. You can't exactly implant a thought into a person's head in a video game, you know. Narrator wouldn't lie. People never lie.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Okay.
Did you just say wink out loud?
He sure did.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Well, he said it again, so maybe that, like, negates the last one.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
You know, for a guy that's trying to get her out of there, you're not exactly taking this seriously, Skeptic. That's okay. There's still time to take this seriously. Oh, give me 1 second. Hold on.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Yes, it is. I can see that.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I think you made the perfect foil to the voice of the Justice. Oh boy. Okay, so mirror time, as usual.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Despite our misgivings
Well, at least
or the
it'll
situation,
be
she
a
still
mirror
deserves
once we
due
walk
process
on
like
that
anyone
rabbit
else.
line.
Time for her parole. We're going to find out if we can give her a parole or if she's gonna represent herself in court. Which, I mean,
reach
you know,
forward,
maybe she'll still get
rub your
parole in that
hand
case. I
against
don't
the
know.
cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I sure do have a lot of thoughts rolling around in my head. It might be hard for me to argue her case while I'm stuck with all of them.
There was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
It will. You can count on that one. She killed us. That was really mean. We won't do anything till she says she's sorry. I don't know that she is sorry. We were trying to kill her, too. Wasn't, you know, us doing it, but it probably looked that way to her. Alright, we need the blade again, so...
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
I suppose so. I mean, it only worked out last time for us because we resisted. So maybe not having it would have been better, but I don't know. I think we'll need it. We couldn't have gotten her out of there
Door to
without
the
it last
basement
time, so
creaks
not
open,
having it's only
revealing
going
an
to
old
hurt
stone
us.
staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path.
What would our
dancing
reflection
across
be?
glimmering
Tired, scared,
patches
a
of slimy
conspirator?
moss on the stone steps.
Oh boy.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Slimy moss on the stairs, huh? So, this place is experiencing a little wear and tear.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
You said the same thing the last time I was here, my dear.
Does she remember us?
Probably trying to indicate that yes, she does.
You walk down the stairs.
I
and
still
lock
can't get
eyes
enough
with
of
the
this image.
princess.
Just looking at her
She
face,
looks
just
the heavy collar
just
around
the
her neck
sullen, like,
cracking
this is the
around as she
blankest
moves.
face you've ever
The
seen in your
chains
life.
binding both
It's
her
really
wrists to the
funny to
far
me.
wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Yeah, that looks uncomfortable.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
No, I mean, it's gonna make my job harder. How do we get her out of there if it's around her neck? Am I gonna have to, like, jam the blade? I mean, if it's pristine, maybe the blade won't break if I try to, like, snap the lock out of place.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that
Or I
in a
could try
place
cutting
where
through the
everything
metal, but
seems
that
to
might
serve a
take
distinct
forever.
purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Again, don't even get that thought in my head, man.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
That sounds like a royal decree. So, yes, ma'am.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Yeah,
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
yeah, might as well stay out of stabbing distance. Don't want anything bad to happen like last time.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, what are your intentions for me?
Well, I would have liked to have gotten you out, but it's looking a little bit complicated this time. Should we acknowledge the fact that we've been here before? Do you remember being here before?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game.
The game's already
Yeah.
given away, my dear.
I remember.
First
Okay.
you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
I told you. Not just throwing stuff into the wind. Better kept in her last cell at least. Yeah, there we go. More. Ooh, a new princess. Maybe she's nicer than the old one. Good riddance. Such a cute what? Voice of the lurker. Ellipsis. All those chains, it's dehumanizing. Good thing the princess has all those chains to keep her safe and sound. Does she really know more than a rabid beast to them? Not on this route. She's not a rabid beast here. Although they're locking her up like one. Holy hell.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Gee, you don't say.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Well, it's complicated things for him, but also complicated things for us because we... How exactly do we... You know what? Let's cross that bridge when we get there.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Uh-huh.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
So you planned for this potentially to happen.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
Thanks, I guess, but I don't think you wishing me luck is going to work out for what you think it's going to do.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Would it, though? I mean, I feel like we would have taken the same road to get here because we're still trying to get her out of here, just with the knife.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
Because... I mean, we know, but...
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
You're jealous at the fact that we may or may not have accidentally ended an entire world. Got it.
That's pathetic.
Mhm.
I
Never said I wasn't.
Oh my god, we got one over on him. That's a first.
I get it.
Actually, no,
would
that's
be pretty
happened
upsetting,
before. We've
wouldn't
gotten a
it?
couple over on him.
To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
I mean, isn't there a theory that, like, if the universe is a Googleplex long in terms of its, like, size, that eventually you would meet someone exactly the same as you on the other side of it? Although I think that assumes that there's enough intelligent life in the universe that you could meet someone else. I don't know how much intelligent life there is in the universe. I'm not an astrophysicist.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Okay, sure, so this time we'll just free her for real, although I still have no idea how we're gonna do that. They're just being nice. Oh, Nice. Nice is a bed to sleep in, water to drink, food of some sort, not to starve. Nice is not being isolated in dozens of kilograms of cold steel. Princess seems comfy here. What are you talking about? She hasn't complained a bit.
Moving on.
That's
Why
because
is
she's
it
very
important for us
sullen
to be
right now.
ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah, I feel like the skeptic would have that question to ask.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Well, you picked the wrong crew to give us imperfect information. Let me tell you something.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Moving on.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Sorry, my dear, we were just deliberating. What happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave.
Damn.
I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Was that process, like, instantaneous, or...
And now you're back.
I guess we'll never know. It's not like we
Is
can
that really all she
look at her
knows?
perspective of things, you know?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
I mean, probably.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
It would be kind of hard for you to hide something when they have you chained up like this. Even the Razor would have a hard time getting out of this one.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
So we have to figure it out together. Perfect! That's exactly what I wanted to do! Doing activities together! Although this activity kind of sucks, but, you know. So, intentions-wise, are you talking about why did I bring the knife again, or...
Yes. Your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Well, I was hoping that I could use it to get you out of here,
There isn't a
but...
keyhole in these shackles.
Damn
And I
it!
don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Princess, that's not gonna work this time. You could survive without both of your hands, sure, but, there's this little problem up here.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
I hope she isn't, because good lord, man.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Come on, man, are you serious? No one could survive that.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional.
I don't know that
All
she's
the more reason
delusional,
to
but...
trust her.
Oh my god.
Unless she really could survive.
How, though?
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Well, you're right about that. We won't figure out how to do this together if I just kill you, so... yeah, you know, this is a point.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
What do you... You're gonna... You know... Yourself? I don't think that's a good idea.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
You'll get about a fourth of the way there and you'll lose fine muscle control. You'll get halfway there and you'll lose all muscle control, including all motor skill. It won't come off. You'd get to the hardest part to cut, you'd get to the spinal cord, and you'd just be dead. So what are you even saying?
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Oh my lord. The record is unblemished. We won't fall to bias so easily. We need the truth. There's nothing that can't be found out using our own 2 eyes and ears. There we go. Hint, hint, hint. Wait, if there's no keyholes, how did they get the shackles on her in the first place? That's a good question. I don't know. Oh, God. Our intentions. I'm afraid this is still about your intentions. We're not beheading the princess, right? Right? Our hands remain unstained by cruelty. Generally, handing inmates sharp implements ends poorly. It's a good thing I am out of stabbing distance. Yeah, I am confused as well, Pad. I guess we're gonna find out what she wants to do, because she's not gonna let me do it.
She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Sure, but we're outside stabbing distance, so what does it matter if she disarms me? She can't get over here.
Though if she isn't bluffing,
Unless she uses the
whatever she
chains
has
like
planned
Scorpion
might
and
be
says,
for her.
"Get over here!"
There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
I mean, sure, but, like, we wanted to get her out of here anyway, right? So if she survives, and I'm not saying she will, but if she somehow survives a beheading, no, I'm not even going to entertain that thought, because there's no way. She's just going to kill herself, and I don't know that I'm okay with that.
So, what should we do?
But I'm also not okay with the alternative,
Spelling out
which
our
is
options,
just
listing the
stabbing
pros
her
and
or
cons.
just leaving, because neither of the above are good for us.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Yeah, but if she could use it to escape, that means the chains are brittle enough for me to cut through them with the pristine blade, and that sort of invalidates this whole Catch-22 situation, doesn't it?
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Uh-huh. Oh, God, yeah. She has beheading reflexes. She can do it without her brain. That takes some serious training. Yeah, what has she been through? Princess has no tricks up her sleeves. Princesses are honest and honorable. Oof, typo to death. Yeah, she dies. That would be unfortunate. Here's a fun fact. You have the same birthday as the new pope. Well, I don't know what birthday the new pope has, but happy early birthday? I think it'd have to be. I mean, it might be like you wrap around and be real early. I don't know. So, I wonder what the typo was that typoed you to. When it says message retracted, is that because you delete the message there, Chris, or is that because YouTube deletes it because YouTube has like some automatic thing? I don't know how that works. I've only been on YouTube for 15 years, but I haven't been on it streaming for much. So let's hear the jury now. Didn't realize you could remove your own chat lines. Nice. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it was you that removed the chat line. Gotcha. I wanted the black one. No need, Justica. What's a jury anyway? Some kind of bird?
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I mean, that last one sounds awfully correct. So, I would say curiosity killed the cat, but there's 2 problems with that. 1, I'm a bird, and 2, this curiosity is not going to kill me, but it's definitely going to kill somebody.
Slide it over.
All right.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
I can't slay her without getting closer, and we've already seen that path. Not on this cycle, but we have seen that path already. Also, this rigidly in place act, we've seen this one too.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna work out.
Oh, well, we tried to take over, buddy.
just stew, my friend.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves.
That's
I'm
curious,
not
you.
afraid of dying again.
Unfortunately. YOLO! She's going to end the world. Hey, Ghost Mems, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yay, I'm a bird! The voice of the innocent has 1 brain cell.
A little.
Are you?
I think you got your point across. Fine.
Maybe I should be afraid of dying a little too, because it happened awfully fast last time. I didn't even have a chance to contemplate the fear. Anyway.
you slide the blade across the floor.
Good, that's good.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
I hope you don't mind. Once you start the whole thing, I'm not going to maintain this unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
You're not even gonna start with a hand? You're just gonna go for it?
What is she doing?
Okay. Okay.
She cuts into her own neck.
Where's the wastebasket? I'm gonna hurl.
No.
Nope. Get me out of
You
here.
close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail.
Oh God, it's even worse. Why?
Crunching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone.
You made your point. Stop.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Reverse psychology?
So that's her plan.
What play?
Killing herself?
There's nothing that's gonna end with. It's just gonna end. There's nothing that's gonna happen here.
We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
How do you fake cutting your own head off?
And then,
Oh.
finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence.
Don't like that.
There is a slow and fleshy tear.
Oh,
Hard to fake that.
don't like that either.
This is worse than watching.
Don't make me look at this. I would say I'll get demonetized, but I turned that shit off years ago, and I don't even know how to turn it back on.
And yet our eyes are still closed.
Do you want me to look at the severed head that's right next to us?
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized.
Never mind.
bouncing against
Now
the
it's
floor,
next to us.
And the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now.
I don't think I wanna. Oh.
No, oh no, what did we do?
Oh,
Can we put it back, please?
God.
Tell me we can put it back.
That's not how that works.
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Pretty sure she did that herself, actually.
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
Well, there's no life left in those eyes, and the last time I checked for a pulse, she stabbed me, so I don't think I'd like to repeat that. Oh, Gore has entered the chat. I'm the biggest bird. Hearing is a mess. Almost no evidence. Apocalyptic implications. May whatever gods are out there help us. The gods are us. Oh no. Why would you give the blade to the defendant? What could she do with it except... Oh. This is hard. She cuts off a hand, she won't be able to hold her hair back. Yeah, that's true. Then she'd have to cut through her hair and her neck. Maybe I should go to the defense. Depression is a silent killer. That death was pretty noisy, so the princess clearly didn't die from depression. Oh my god. Plot armor, that's how, I guess so. This isn't justice even if she paid with her life. Leave the basement and take the blade with you. No, plot armor, no, she is dead. But Justicar, yes it is. It's just us now. I'm gonna be sick in a multitude of ways. Ugh. No one besides chickens and snakes can survive with no head. Yeah, I don't see her as a chicken or a snake, so...
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
I'm okay with that suggestion.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Okay, well, I hope it's more rewarding than this.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
Well, you see, he wants me out of here before I throw up my dinner.
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. So you can understand
Justice.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
Actually, I'm pretty sure the dangling thread is her external carotid artery.
You're just wasting
Just
your
saying.
energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
It could be her internal, too. It looks like there's a little split there. I can't zoom in to look, but it looks like a little split there. That might be both, actually. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't want anything... I don't know what just happened, but I don't want anything to do with this.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
All right, but... God, I have to pry it from her bleeding hands. Ugh.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs.
Wait, hang on.
Closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
Well, it is an unpleasant chapter of my life, but something's fishy here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Yeah.
The door. Check the door.
I'm on it.
You open the
Blech.
cabin door.
That's how I feel
ready
about
to
this whole
return to a
situation.
world
Blech.
saved from certain doom.
Funny how Justicar ended up with a prosecutor and advocate anyways. Let's head up from the basement. Is this the happy bone? Oh, God. Could just be blood pouring out? No idea. Yeah, it's probably just the blood pouring out, because the carotid, if she had gone across the whole thing, the carotid wouldn't be intact. It would be severed with the rest of her head. So it would just be blood pouring out. I was just looking at it and being like, oh, huh, that's where the carotid artery is. I remember my A&P. But yeah, you're probably right. It's probably just blood pouring out. Wait, what's that outside? Yeah, there you go. This whole chat's just gonna become a chorus of voices. I'd be okay with that. Please just leave. I need to see something else. Outside world has gone on vacation. Thought the expression it was all downhill from here, not uphill. Yeah, he's coining a phrase. It's not really working out for him. Oh, that's not what I meant. Going uphill is hard. It requires energy. Let's stay here and not kill ourselves. Yeah, that would be kind of a bad thing to do.
Only a world saved
But then
from certain
again,
doom
look
isn't
where we
what you
are.
find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our rewards?
I got news for you, Mr. Hero.
This is your reward.
Yeah.
An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it.
Get your own voice. Nah, it's okay. The contrarian isn't even here yet. It's okay. He gets to express himself here as well. Mr. Narrator, I think I should prosecute you now. I hate this little heart in the bottom right-hand corner of the chat on YouTube. I can't see what everybody's saying. It's like it's cut off at the bottom of the message.
Okay.
No, not okay.
This is what's best for everyone.
Well, this is a mess.
Like hell it is.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we get a better ending for all this.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you.
But if the reward is eternity, then isn't nothing the reward as well?
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Probably with respect to this route, this is probably the happiest we've been thinking about it.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
I mean... He seems to think we're happy. I mean, I know I've been saying, oh, let's just screw him over and all of that stuff, but like, well, no, actually, how about this? What are you suggesting we do then instead?
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I think I've had enough death for my palate today, honestly. Yeah, and I kind of didn't like dying last time. I didn't even have the chance to contemplate the end of life before it just, you know? So I think it's between that, well, you know, I'm going to accept the reward only so long as I don't smell the rot of her corpse up the stairs. As soon as I start smelling that, you better believe I'm getting the hell out of here.
That's great. Congratulations. You've earned it.
Uh-huh.
More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
I love how you felt the need to clarify that. Textured nothingness, the best reward possible. The world already is an eternity of bliss. I was hoping for a better ending too. I hate this reward. I have this feeling of dread though. What are we supposed to do? What due process is there for us being trapped in the eternal void? Yeah, it's like something's wrong. But I don't want to die. Let's just reset character. Which voice do I want next? I will allow you guys to pick. I am not particularly good at deciding different perspectives. I'm just the one guy. So use your creativity. Sorry, I know that's not really an answer, but use your creativity. Can you get the good ending here, or will the skeptic not let you? Let's find out.
He's just saying things.
I know he is, but again, it's either that or more death.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears.
This is unnatural. It's truly trying for drastic measures. The skeptic one, he won't let you. Happy, happy, happy. This narrator is nice. Yay. Try out different things. See what works best for you. Voices take time to refine. Yeah, there you go.
Eventually you pass into a blissful
It doesn't have to be
state
perfect
of
the first
pure
time.
existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Okay, well, if he says so. Yay! Good ending! We did it! We saved everyone!
No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
You can get that if you do that in chapter 1. But with the skeptic here, you get to see it, and then he just shifts you right back into reality.
You know what you have to do.
I don't want to, though. I don't want to die. What makes you think I want to die?
If it makes it easier for you, I can do it. Let me have it.
You can do it? I mean, I guess the princess did it without any input from me. You know what? You're on. Just please be quick about it, because I thought about it. I said I didn't even get the ability to think about the end. I don't know that I want to think about the end. Just make it quick.
All right. I'll make this quick.
Thank you.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
I mean, it is pretty cathartic.
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
It's a good point. It's my bad. Didn't realize that was what you were doing. No, you're okay, Gao. That was the intention behind this one. We hadn't seen the good ending screen ever, and I don't know if I think there's an achievement on Steam for it, but I don't know if this ending lets you get it. That's still a good question. I'm not sure if this ending, because the skeptic is there, I'm not sure if this counts for that achievement. So I'm not sure. Next up is Voice of the Patient, I think. I mean, I'm about to be a patient. A clinical patient.
Don't have to answer that.
Which voice should we get? Yeah, ow, what have we done so far? We've got Voice of the Innocent, we've got Voice of the Prosecutor, we've got Voice of the Justicar in chat, that is. We've got the Voice of the Skeptic right now, and Voice of the Contrarians in chat as well. Voice of the Skeptic is in the game with the hero.
All we needed to hear.
Alright, clinical time.
Fine. The little voice raises the pristine blade to your throat and cuts it open. You rapidly bleed out and then you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Why is it always the neck with you people?
Yeah, we'll see about that.
And hello, Charlie. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Chapter 3, The Cage. Seems appropriate. I feel like I'm stuck in one. Oh my god.
See? All done. That wasn't so bad, was it, buddy?
I don't know, man. It kind of looks like the torture dungeon from Fear and Hunger out here, so it might be worse.
But it was so bad. I don't like dying. I don't like being cold and alone in the dark.
Yeah, well, we might be in a worse place now.
I don't think anybody likes dying, but hey, at least it's over. We got better.
She turned me into a newt.
Things will
I got
work out this
better.
time. I know it.
Voice of the Broken Necks. Good point, Skeptic. Let's go with the Weeder, because it's fast. Oh, crap. And me neither, Broken. But yeah, we got Chapter 3, The Cage.
Oh, don't coddle him. For all we know, we'll have to die hundreds of times to get to the bottom of things. Maybe even thousands. He needs to toughen up.
What do you think this is, a representative sample?
Toughen up. You're both freaks. I'm normal. A normal person gets traumatized from dying. And from having to listen to someone cut her own head off.
Let's not forget that we had to listen to ourselves slit our own throat.
Still echoing in my ears.
Yeah, I don't think it would be any better if we had to watch.
Hold on, did you say thousands? How can it possibly take us thousands of lives to find a way out of it?
would it take thousands of playthroughs to get all the gallery images? I feel like no, because you could just reload, right? So does each reload count as a life? Questions, metagame questions for later.
Obviously, we need a large sample size.
Oh my god.
In order to figure out our optimal plan, we need statistical significance.
All right, Skeptic, I got news for you. The statistics start to represent a normal curve from 30 samples on. We don't need to die thousands of times to do any inferences.
I'll have you know that my reality is not a
Wait,
data point,
thousands?
your misguided attempt at an experiment.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once. I'll spare you my full introduction, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities. Not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
I missed the part where he said we were deranged. I was looking at chat instead of listening. That's really funny. Let me check chat, hang on, before we look at these. What a neat forest! The trees are wrapped in chains to prevent them from blowing away in the wind! No, we aren't, Beto. We've lost our way. Hero's optimism gives you life. Yeah, wait, thousands? Jesus. So we don't matter to you, Mr. Narrator. I mean, that's, mostly there. Voice of the Justice Anarchist. The system has failed us. In fact, I'm rather sure there isn't a system here at all. They just... Uh-oh, he's broke. Yeah, there's just a bunch of crosses, and they haven't nailed anyone to them. This is a good question.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
You hadn't? It was right on the icon.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
Okay, no, you two stop that right now.
Holding a weapon shouldn't feel so natural. It's proof that we're being guided by an unfeeling lunatic.
Yeah,
We need to try talking to her.
I don't really like the idea of us, just wrapping it around like, oh, how'd that get there?
Should we talk about our feelings? That'll get us nowhere. Trust me. They're too easy for her to manipulate, too illogical. We can't puzzle our way out of things if we listen to our heart.
I don't know. I mean, every time we've come here, we've had the knife in hand, and it hasn't exactly worked out. We haven't even really talked to her. It's always just been about the situation we're in, rather than about us. Maybe Broken's got a point.
I don't think I even need to comment on that. What a sorry, sorry voice you are.
Oh my god.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin.
This is all wrong. Where's the script?
Well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
Uh-huh. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if all three of you saying, oh yeah, you got the blade, that's good. I'm with Broken on this one. I don't think I like this. We can talk about the Void in a second. We could talk about this.
So I didn't mishear you earlier. That doesn't make any sense, though. She's not supposed to be suicidal.
Yeah, well, she was last time. Well, it seemed that way anyway.
More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
My reward?
I don't think we were happy. I don't think we can be happy here.
Be right back getting ice cream. Sounds like a plan there, Pad. Get some good ice cream. I wouldn't call the Decider a lunatic. That's probably not a good idea, yeah. You could piss me off. Hi, Justica Anarchist. You have a new nickname. You can call me Inno for short if you want. Feelings are still relevant. It's a tool. It's the people you need to worry about. Wait, who is he talking about when he says unfeeling lunatic? Voice of the skeptic or the player? Let me go back. Hold on. Let me see. Because we can look in the log. So, let's see. Unfeeling lunatic. How do I scroll up? Hold on. How do I scroll up? Okay, there we go. Nope. It's not. Am I doing something wrong? Is it supposed to be... Oh, okay. Well, you can quick save by pressing L2. I didn't know that part either. It's supposed to be scrolling up though, right? Well, I don't know. Because I can't scroll up. So sorry, I don't know. But it's a good question. Ooh, that's an even cooler one. Should we talk about how we weren't satisfied with the reward? Yeah, the hell was that? Eternal Void? What is wrong with you? We can't be happy in whatever this place is. It just wants to make us happy. Well, I don't know if it can make us happy.
Team. Dying was good. Took you long enough.
I think he's just doesn't want to be here anymore, actually. I don't know that he was in that dying was good camp.
Well, what's done is done, and you're here now. There's no use arguing. Just get to the cabin and settle this. Try not to kill yourself this time.
Oh my god. Huh. That's an option? Well, I mean, I guess this isn't exactly a democracy, so...
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right.
I want to do things wrong.
Do it. She can't talk to us at knife point. That's no way to get a real conversation started.
Again, has a point. We've come to her 2 times with knife in hand, and it has not worked out either time. So, let's change things up.
You're all being ridiculous. Why would we disarm ourselves at a time like this? Don't you dare.
You do see all the chains around here, right? I mean, if you're really that spooked about it, we could just wrap a few of them around our hands and go. But, yeah, no, we're getting rid of it. This isn't a democracy.
Are you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing? We're never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
Should be able to just drag the little scroll bar. Yeah, and if I was on, like, PC, yes, that would work. I'm trying to use the analog sticks and the directional buttons. And it's not going. Yeah, I'm using the directional buttons and the analog stick and it's not scrolling up. I wonder if it's... Can I? No. Okay. I was going to use like the pad in the middle of the controller to maybe scroll it up and down, but it's not doing it, so I don't know. Sorry. Things we talk about how the world outside the cabin was gone. Did slaying the princess end the world? Yeah, just a little bit. Voice the innocence type of person pluralizes words with apostrophes. Oh boy, it's a mystery. We'll never know. I'm on the defense now, but I like my name, so I'm keeping it. That's okay. Clearly the world isn't gone, but based on what we're seeing, that won't be true for long. We get rid of that knife, otherwise we could fall on it and hurt ourselves accidentally. I'm sad in this universe, T-A-S-H. When you say T-A-S-H, is that just Tass or Tash? I don't know what that is. Let's go and we slew the princess last time. Wonder if the narrator has a literal script he's reading. He has some catchphrase he seems to say a whole lot. Some of those, yeah, I think he's just happy with those lines, so that's why he keeps saying them. No idea about using the controller. Yeah, there you go. Narrator's common phrases added to the court record. There you go.
You don't
I can
have
slam
to
them on the
listen to
table in
him.
front of him and be like, take
He
that,
hasn't gotten us
eventually.
anywhere.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it got us here, but I don't know if I like here, so let's just get rid of it.
Without another word, you foolishly hurl your only chance at victory far off into the woods, never to be seen again.
Well, I threw it pretty far, huh?
Never to be seen again. All we did was toss it into the woods. There's nothing stopping us from picking it back up.
And to be fair, it's not like there's any grass or something where it gets lost somewhere I can't find it.
Oh, but there is something stopping you from picking it back up. The fact that you already made your decision. As much as I'd like to turn back the clock, we'll all just have to suffer the consequences of what you've done. That's how decisions work.
Whoops.
You did the right thing.
I know. Alright, well, that's it. Let's go. We got rid of it. Let's see this whole thing through.
Stand at the edge of
Oh
a
my
cliff.
god.
An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
Listen, as long as it's not a Hellkite Drake, I'm okay with it.
It's dreary, but of course it is. We're dreary, and so is she.
I mean, at this point, we're both very tired of this, so that's probably why we're dreary.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
I mean, she did say what an awkward start to a relationship when we first met her. Alright, here we go.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains.
Okay,
The
well,
air filled with the mock bird song of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster destined to end the world.
I don't like this.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already foolishly threw away your weapon, but still, your objective awaits.
Sure, but how do I know my objective is... I mean, first of all, I can't see past the mirror, but second of all, like, where can I step? Like, where is there floor and where is there not floor?
That mirror's back again.
How many voices are we here? Blade has been removed from the court record. Bada-ba-dong. Can't stay here. If there's anything out here, it's worth seeing before going back to that void. Yeah, what the? Hold on tight. Ferb, where is God? Let's finish this. Sorry, Mr. Skeptic. What did you say? I bet that's so uncomfortable. It's probably going to be pretty uncomfortable to step on, yeah.
What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
That don't look like a door to me.
It doesn't matter.
What would a door
What are we
in a
going to do?
room full
Look
of
at
chains even
ourselves?
look like anyway? Would it just be more
I've had
chains
enough
or...
introspection.
But it does matter. It's obviously important. It has to be. Otherwise it wouldn't be here.
He was pretty... Well, we were all kind of fixated on it last time, Broken. You were here, but you were whole back then.
I'm not going to waste time arguing with you. Just get to the basement, okay? The door's on the other side of the room.
Uh-huh.
Then, I guess there's nowhere for us to go but forward.
You're not gonna like how that ends for us, trust me. I don't think I'm gonna like it either, but here we go.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor.
This is the part where I reach in to my absolute storage space, pull out my Wile E. Coyote ass, oh crap sign,
Should have been.
and then fall.
Yes, unfortunately, you realize too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
Ah!
She's bringing us back to her.
Well, she could have let us take the elevator. This is an express elevator, and I don't like it.
Or we just happened to fall through an unstable floor. She's a prisoner here. How much agency do you think she has?
Enough to turn the whole cabin into chains, my friend.
More than you'd like, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably. It's clearly a pattern. Each time we die, the cabin gets prettier and the princess gets nicer. I'm checking with the missus. Truly an amazing line, Skeptic. Yeah, there you go. Ignore the mirror. Narrator isn't going to acknowledge it. I don't care what we look like. Where's the door? A curtain. Does the mirror really have a relevance to this case? Who cares about the case? This ship has clearly sailed. Yeah, wow. I'm still in the cage because of low connection. Oh, jeez. That's not good. Well, I hope your connection gets better. Going forward isn't so bad. It's the going down part that's not the best. Is that a hook? Oh, God. Yeah, the hook is very close to my everything. I don't think I want anything to do with it. The hooks. The hooks! Get them away from me! Oh!
Painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Why, though? Why did I
You find
think
yourself
about
suspended in what
that?
appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor.
Oh, this is a mess.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You're just mocking me at this point.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
I'm all for that. Quite frankly, if I start squirming, the hooks are gonna dig deeper. So I'm just gonna hang here and say hello and see what she's up to.
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you.
What an awkward start to
The
a
hooks
relationship.
slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
Spread our wings. We're a bird. We can fly. Oh, too late. Ah! Oh my god. Guess her wings are just for show. I'm a flightless bird. What now? What freaky prison is she in this time? Why are the hooks? This is ominous. Hey, well, this looks kind of painful. Yes, it is painful, Conker. I am not having a fun time.
She won't even speak to us. We did this.
I mean, she did the headless part to herself, but I feel like it would have been avoided if we had just, I don't know, communicated with each other more clearly? Still gonna try the hello again.
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper.
Not good.
Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you.
There's one around my neck, too? Oh, this sucks.
As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows.
So, your head didn't respawn, huh? It's just there?
The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
Well, that's because there's no head.
It's only
Or
accurate.
there is,
The
but...
form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage.
Great.
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
I could use a break from that, actually.
So much for talking it out. Doesn't seem like she's too interested, does it?
I mean, it's probably going to be kind of hard for her to talk from where she's fixated because her head's in a cage. She doesn't have access to her lungs.
It's not too late. You threw away that blade for a reason. Now talk to her.
But, I mean, I guess I'm stuck up here anyway, so what's the harm, right? I think this is a fair question. What happened?
Nothing happened.
Oh, you can talk.
I
Okay,
think
well,
I've always
good.
been like this. Outside of everything. A helpless observer to the things that are done to me.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Sounds like you're not giving yourself enough credit for trying to get yourself out last time.
The only difference is that my eyes are finally open.
I don't know if they're open wide enough.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
This is getting bad. It's rusty metal in our skin and muscles. I don't like that shape, Jesus. This is just cruel and unusual. This princess is blind. She can't see. She's hurting us. Maybe she's blind in more ways than one. Ugh. Ah! Who's in charge? Is she a fatalist now? Well, she's in charge, but...
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Well, again, I don't think you're giving yourself enough
Poor
credit.
thing. She thinks it's easier to be detached. But buried pain is still pain, whether she knows it or not.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
I mean, you made this scenario. What do you think? Yeah, let's not discount the credit here. You did have agency. You cut your own head off in an attempt to escape last time. That was your decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am.
I mean, I'm not arguing that. I do have hooks in my everything.
Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
Wait.
But that's not right. We didn't bring the knife.
I think I see a way out. Your pattern has been broken, my dear, because I am very much about to rip apart, but there's no knife. It's all the way out there. I don't even know where it is, but it's not here.
But that's not right. That's not the reality I've been looking at.
Well, look again. Please do it soon, because I'm definitely having a bad time up here.
You shouldn't have been able to do that.
I did.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Okay, well, we got the Tonberry to stop marching towards me with, well, there's no knife, but she would have definitely everyone's grudged me.
Huh. She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know. You're closer to her than I am. You tell me. Well, actually, maybe I should tell you. Let's see. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know that you're gonna make the decision to let me down, but I think we just need to talk, honestly. I think we need to let bygones be bygones here. We've been too guarded with ourselves, too defensive. Let's just chat. Preferably without the hooks. Please.
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition.
It might be. You just have to let it. Okay.
Suddenly, the chains loosen, the hooks
Thank God.
sliding from your skin. You come crashing to the floor, and as the chains rain down around you, her body falls too.
It's like 1,000 tiny rose bushes.
The room settles into comforting silence. No more rattling of chains. No more slow, deliberate footsteps from the princess's body. Only the soft click of the latch as it opens the door of the cage.
Thank you.
So that's really all it took?
It's funny, isn't it? I feel like we could have made this decision a chapter ago.
The truth was right there the whole time. We just needed to believe we were better than this.
I mean, after the last couple cycles,
That
that might have been hard
it.
to believe.
It's supposed to be more complicated than that.
I don't know, sometimes the simplest solution is the correct one.
I've been telling you that since the moment we got here. At least you finally decided to listen to me.
Who knows who? It's not the image that calls you, it's that you might imagine the pain. Yeah, the pain of that would be awful. I've had something, not rusty sticking out of me, but I have had something sticking out of me. It's not much fun. I can't imagine it being rusty would make it much better. You gave me your implement. She is blind. She can't see outside of her own perspective. Oh, well, there you go. That's surprisingly perceptive. Guess that's the price of choice. We just do this to ourselves over and over, going in circles. She's kind of like me, actually. We are in pain, but safe for now. Tonberry Princess. Oh my god. The relief. It's like that in those motivational images. We can talk no more? What? The beauty of simplicity. We didn't need any evidence. Are there still holes in your everywhere, so shouldn't you still be bleeding? Yeah, but that hasn't stopped her before. Why should that stop me? Blech.
I guess you were right. It's usually the most complicated problems that have the simplest solutions.
Right? See?
That is absolutely not how this works.
Listen, you tried to complicate this the past couple of chapters, and that's how we got here. So maybe just let us have this one.
Looks like we've seen through your lies at last, Mr. the Narrator. If that even is your real name.
It's funny. We called this the detective route, and here we are accusing him.
Shh. Hush. Let her talk.
Yeah, we should probably give her some space.
I want you to take me out of this place. That's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah, and you know, I haven't exactly been staring at that the whole time. I figured it was more complicated than that. It just seems like such a mess we've been in. So, sorry about that.
The princess's body doesn't stand, instead holding the cage aloft, beckoning you to come near. If you take her out of there, if you carry her to freedom, it's the end of the entire world. You know that, right?
Yeah, but like, the world's ended twice already. I mean, it's okay. What's the problem with a third?
It's the end of a world. Your world. But not ours. Sometimes you need to break things to build something better.
You know, it's funny how you mention that because you being here, Voice of the Broken, is literally the only reason we could get this route to happen the way that it's happening.
Besides, we already made our choice, all the way back in the woods. Nothing you can do about it now.
Yeah, we can't exactly slay her anymore.
I suppose not. You know, I think a part of me always knew this was doomed from the start. I'm narrating on borrowed time, aren't I?
I mean, you could just make it count.
But even if I'm doomed to go, I might as well make sure you have a proper ending.
Wow, I didn't think that would
Go
work.
on, then.
Alright, here we go. Come on, princess, let's get out of here.
You cautiously approach the kneeling body and extend your hand, bruised and bleeding from the trials that brought you to this point.
Sure, but A few cuts and scrapes haven't stopped her. I can manage.
And then you take her
Hi.
from her prison. She looks up at you, and for the first time since you laid eyes on her, she smiles.
If it wasn't for the stump of her neck in the background, that might actually be a cool little image, like a nice, comforting image.
I have no idea how we're supposed to leave.
Good question. Let's ask your body.
But the body points, and you follow its finger to a lone chain dangling from the doorway that sits far, far above you.
Well, there was an express elevator to get down. I guess it would make sense there'd be a service elevator to get up.
I'll pull us out of here, if you just hold on.
Okay, I can do that.
Then let's leave. There's nothing left for us here.
Fair enough.
I'm game.
So am I.
Let's get out of here, gang.
Then get on with it. You wrap your hand in the chain, holding tight as it starts to move, and
She's still
holding
smiling under there, by
princess
the way.
Close to you. Together, you rise out of the pit.
I would say hold on tight, but I guess that's my job, isn't it?
I'm sorry if I made this harder than it had to be.
No, you shouldn't be sorry, okay? Like, we've both done stupid things today. I've done most of the stupid things, to be fair. I didn't see the pattern here. I didn't see what your intention was. And that's how we ended up in this mess, but at least we fixed it, you know?
You glance back towards the princess's body, doing its part as it hoists you up. It grows smaller and smaller, slowly disappearing back into the shadows of the basement.
Bye, body.
That's not right. There shouldn't be an F. I'm sorry. I made this harder than it had to be.
Boy, this whole just talking things out thing is a lot harder than I made it sound like it was at the beginning, isn't it?
Maybe she has a point, in a way. Our bodies don't matter.
No, I'm pretty sure they do. If they didn't, I wouldn't really be able to carry her out of here.
We're almost there. You can smell the night air.
You know, I should probably be uncomfortable with the fact that you still have all of your faculties despite not having lungs, but...
She's sacrificed a lot to get here. More than we did, I think.
I mean, she cut her own head off, but, like, I got my neck cut open twice. Isn't that, like, half a head each time? Hang on, let me go back, see the chat. Voice of the wise? Oh, I'm kind of an idiot, aren't I? As I'll toss the rest of it. Remember why I do this now? Can we perhaps be acting judge this once? Probably. All evidence is discarded from the court record. Get out of my skin! Yes, I think that's right. Yes, I've learned. Show her what it means to be free from your own mind. Show her hope. Show her kindness. Voice of the broken sounding an awful like a certain someone we know. Wow, it worked. And it's good to see you back, Justicar. He's right. There's only one thing to do now, and it's get out of this filthy, dark pit. That's actually an almost nice image. Again, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm carrying a severed head, it might be nice. Guess court's adjourned, isn't it? Yeah, you could say that.
And then the chain stops its ascent, depositing you safely in the cabin doorway. I guess you never closed it behind you.
Didn't really have a chance to do that.
Well, there's only one thing left for you to do.
Oh, you're right about that.
Shall we?
Let's get going, princess. You can do something really dumb, by the way, because then court would not be adjourned, but that's not the point of this playthrough, so let's just get out of here.
And so you step into a world ended by your hand. What a travesty. Goodbye. It's been...
GG, narrator. I'd say it's been a lovely time, but I have holes everywhere.
Awful? Is he still there?
Nope.
I think he's gone.
Good job, team. We won.
Yes, he is. Which means we're finally free, I think.
Thank you so much. I didn't think this was possible, but here we are.
Maybe next time we'll be able to get you out of there with the rest of your body intact.
It's a little cold out here, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what happens when you leave behind most of the pumping blood. Sorry. Well, there she goes. I would say that was a fun activity to do together, but good lord, was it not.
She's gone.
Let's try to find something more fun to
Where
do
did she
next
go?
time, shall we?
Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Well, we said the narrator's gone already. But, yeah, no, we would not be able to find her at this point.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
I mean, we left the body back there, and the head is gone now, so, like...
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I feel anxious. Does anyone else feel anxious?
I feel like you shouldn't. We're free from the shackles of our prison, finally, but now we should look at it.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Let's see here, hang on. I missed a little bit. I can see her smile. No, nothing in this cabin, if that's what this place is. Something tells me it's not over until we see the stars. Please let there still be stars. Narrator isn't pushing back on us quite so much this time. I think it's almost like he wanted us to get a little happy ending. Almost. My dear prosecutor, we're not the judges, we're not the jury, we're not the executioner. No one gets to be that in other people's lives. It's never that simple. There is no court. Imagine if you dropped her head here. You can. It's a really, really awful thing to do. But you can. Technically, you only need the brain to live if you had all the other things working, yeah. I mean, and that's fair. Like, the brain is the beating, like, heart of everything. It's not the heart, but it's like the control center, right? So I'm supposed to prosecute, but I can't without an attorney present for the defendant. Step outside. It's been what? Decider, I object to you looking in the mirror. Please don't. He was the worst expert testimony I've ever had the displeasure of hearing. Narrator doesn't think that choice is dumb. Oh, that was sad. This feels like an executioner. Court adjourned. Goodbye.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I
Yeah,
don't want to look at us.
you guys all just need to take a chill pill. Let's just look at it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
It will be fine. Trust me. It's gonna be fine. And again, you guys were all for thinking it was important before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
It is. For this reset, anyway. Well, let's see what we got this time. I mean, we know what I've got, but we don't know how the shifting mound is going to feel about me just bringing her a head. She seemed pretty upset that I brought her just a heart the last time. Hey, Bagel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just finished the cage route. It was the first one we're doing in this final cycle. Oh, I guess she got the body anyway. Fair enough.
And brings me the gift of a
Despite
fragile
everything, it's
vessel.
still you. Disappears. Just popping in by. All right, sounds good, Bagel. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by. We know what you are already, so... And I don't think... We asked all these questions the first time, so let's just see what she thinks of this vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Voice of the prosecutor. Gone.
This one is a locked door to which you held the key. She will make for an open heart if you let her.
I think we both need to be a little more open.
Do not mourn her. She is no longer bound.
Well, that's a good thing, I think. So what happens now that you have this vessel? We already know, but...
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us.
Is that... Oh, well,
and that
at least
we
she's
are
complete
meant
now.
to reach them.
Court record PRIN 3. Dictation stops. That no more stenography. We're getting out of here.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
We'll see about that, but I don't think that's too hard of a thing to do. Bring more perspectives. At least it lets me do more activities with the princess, so... Alright, let's do this.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Ow. 7 years of bad luck. We're up to what, like 77 years at this point?
You're on a path.
Time
in
for a
the
change of
woods.
pace and voice.
And at the end of that path
Which
is a
of
cabin.
the 3 paths do I want to do
And in the basement
now?
of that cabin is a princess.
Because that one, the cage, I think is a good beginning to this like set, this cycle. And the one that we're doing last, I think, is a fitting send-off to the whole game. But the other three in the middle, like I said, are pretty malleable. Let's look at... I can look at the memories tab from here, right? Yeah, I can. Okay. What do I want to do next? I think I'll stick with the plan, actually. I think I'll stick with the plan that I had going in, so. Alright, Ghost Mems, you're out. Take it easy. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Appreciate it. What a bastard. Small admittance, your court lingo was like 98% improv. Ah, that's okay. It worked out pretty well. Getting along for a moment with this ending. I'm waiting for you. I'll make my voice a foil to yours. There you go.
You're here to slay her.
Well, let's not keep you all
If
waiting.
you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Let's see where we end up. Alright, so we'll just go.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
We already know what we're here for.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
She'll be nice to me this time?
She will lie.
Damn it.
She will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I was hoping for the 1 in 8,192 chance, but then again, I've never been good at hunting shiny Pokemon, so...
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Is that still even the odds of finding a shiny Pokemon? I don't even remember. I don't remember the last time I actually even found... No, I do remember the last time I found one, but... I don't know if those are still the odds. They might have
Ignore him.
changed them
He
in the
doesn't know what
years
he's talking
since
about.
the last time I actually actively looked. Oh, well.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I'll take that, thank you.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Not to worry, like I said, we'll need this blade a little bit less after this. I'm trying to... I don't think we... Let me think about this, the other paths we're taking. Don't need it there. Don't need it there. We won't need the blade for any of the other routes that I have, any of the other resets that I have planned to do. So, this is it. This is the last time we're taking the blade at the start.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
No
staircase
rush. Let's see what's up
faintly
first. What's the
illuminated
occasion?
by an
Hurry up!
unseen light in
Princess
the
is going to
room
have
below.
built the whole city of Rome by the
This
time
is
you're
an
entered at this rate.
oppressive place.
I mean, we've only gotten
The air
through
feels
one
heavy and damp. A hint of rot
reset, and
filtering
it's been an
from the
hour and
ancient
45
wood.
minutes, so...
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
But for what it's worth, we didn't get anything out of the prisoner last time, and we had not seen the cage, so we had a lot to discuss.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hello again.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Whoa, man, let's not get nasty on any chill
Don't let it
piece. Oh
fool
god,
you.
he's turning into
It's all part
Brody
of the
from
manipulation.
SSX Tricky. Hello. I think I'm here to kill you this time.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh boy.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Listen, I'm just trying things out at this point.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her
Spill it,
wrist,
princess. Are you here to end the
binding
world or
her to
not?
the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, so, word to the wise, maybe don't tell her you're going to kill her before you even see her.
She's so
Now she knows she's
coldly
capable.
Beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Or at the very least, she knows she's a target.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I do have a knife, my dear. Well, anyway, let's, not keep you waiting.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Spill it, princess. Are you here to end the world or not? Yeah, oh. Well, like, reincarnate or spirit or something?
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
You know, she laughed at me when I told her that I was here to kill her a minute ago. Maybe she's not bluffing.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I mean, I've already hesitated a little bit, but like, what? Like, genuinely though, she seems to have the situation firmly in hand. What if she's not bluffing?
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
You know,
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
he's got a point though. If I do hesitate, he who hesitates is lost. So, let's just get this over with.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Well, give me a little credit.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
I hope this is still the right route. We might have to reset. Let me see.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Well, you're right, but that doesn't mean we can't
But she
end
doesn't
this.
stop there.
Ow.
She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Yeah, let's hope I can get up, because this might be getting me to the wrong route here.
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat, with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
I mean,
As you
these will at
gasp
least
for
go
air,
good in the
she
gallery.
eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You
I
have
see
the
what I
upper
did.
hand,
No, you know what? I see what I did,
and
actually.
now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do?
Yeah. Okay.
Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
Because this is going to get us back to the tower route, and we've already seen both the Apotheosis and the Fury, which are the other two routes that you can get from the tower. We could just take the tower, but that's not an activity that we're doing together, so reload! Let's hope the autosaves have something for me. Not save, load. There we go. Let's see. So I need to go back here, I think. Because telling her that I'm here to kill her and saying what if she isn't bluffing, I think the combination of those two things took me to tower. I wasn't trying to get to tower, so let's go back. The voice of the impatient will have to wait because I might have done this the wrong way. Okay, new plan. Rush her. Still waiting for our trusty companion to finally get a voice. There you go. We don't want to do anything uncool, right? Let's rush. She won't expect it. Shut up, princess. You could throw the knife at her, then rush in to punch while she dodges. Figures, you dawdler. Someone is probably into this situation. I mean, I don't think I want to give her that at all. Don't think you're getting up from this one. Yeah, no. Oh, man, that's smart. Not going to lie. We kind of deserve to get served. It's a good thing we have the power of player choice. And by that, I mean reloading. Okay, let's just go.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Take a couple of
Understand.
pointers from me this
And
time.
lock
Yeah,
eyes
just
with the
rush
princess.
her.
There's a heavy
Hesitate
chain
a
around her
little,
wrist,
but then just
binding
rush
to the
her.
far wall of the basement.
I thought something was up, though. As soon as I saw that she dodged in that direction in the one picture, I was like, wait a minute, hang on. She's not supposed to do that.
She's so
I was like,
coldly
huh.
beautiful.
Well, we
She
can't
really
get them all
flipped
right.
the
The first, genuinely, though, this is the first time I'm doing this route the way that I'm currently going to be doing it. So, like, it might be a little more touch and go than some of the other
Focus on the
ones.
task at hand.
So,
And there you are.
time
You gonna
travel.
Kill me or something?
Snake, you've created a time paradox. Alright.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Good things come to those who wait. Dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, no talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Anyone know how exactly the autosave works? Is it timed or whenever you make a choice? It seems like based on the way that it looks here. Hang on, let me go back over here. Load. Based on what I'm seeing here, and this is the autosave menu, it looks like it's based on when you make a choice. Because Yeah, it looks like this is one of the choices here. Take the blade or not. Here's one of the choices here. Talk to her or not. Another choice here. So, yeah. So it looks like it's based on a choice, I would say.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Now, I know what happened the last time. For what it's worth, I was there. The two of you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I still think it's worth revisiting this topic.
You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us
I do
can
want to see, though, if
sympathize with each
this
other?
still leads to tower, like if it's just that upper choice that could cause that, but let's find out. It does.
Charge the
Okay.
princess, blade
So,
trembling in
because
your hand. You've
this
already lost
dialogue
the battle.
option would not have happened if, like, we wouldn't be told we've already lost the battle if it didn't just lead straight to tower. So, let's go back. How about if we tell her we're here to kill her and then we just go? I wonder if that actually gets me to where I want to go here. I want to get to adversary just so that if anybody's trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get back to adversary. So,
Great
all right.
job.
Now
You've
I will
overlaid the
start
element
skipping
of
because we've
surprise.
literally seen all of
But
this
if you
before.
walk down the streets, focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
But now I want to avoid getting the Spectre again, too, so if I just do this... Well, the autosave should have my back here anyway, so let's just...
You step forward. Your grip.
Oh? I'm probably chained up. So,
She's unarmed.
Alright, so this leads to tower, this leads to Razor. I can just tell you that just flat out. What happens if I click this?
You lunge
This
forward without
leads
a
to
moment's
Spectre.
hesitation.
Yeah,
You feel
okay.
flesh easily give
So,
way and look.
something's got to give here, because I'm not doing this right. Hold on. This route is, Man, we all die sometime. You have to say you're not dropping the blade. That's the key. Okay, okay, that's what it is. It's that I'm not dropping the blade. That was here. Was it here? Let's see. Okay, so it's just steal your nerves and then I'm not dropping the blade. Okay,
You step forward.
got it.
Your,
oh? I'm probably chained up. So, you.
she's unarmed.
Then I'm not talking to you.
All right, well, I guess she's squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. I don't think that's going to do much, but it's kind of funny, so
You stare at the princess, squinting.
I've never seen that option before.
She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Listen, I'm pretty good at staring contests. Oh my god, why am I doing this?
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Damn it, I blinked. Why did you even put that in my head? All right, come on.
Doubt.
Okay, there we go.
unfortunately, clouds
So
your
this is
thoughts as you
the
attempt to run her through.
the still image that you need to get to adversary. If she dodges to her right, your left, it's adversary. If she dodges to her left, your right, it's tower. So there
A
you
moment
go.
of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Okay, but we got it. We got it. Squint battle. I'm feeling some seriously sick waves in the fabric of the universe right now. Someone been all messing with space and time? Yeah, something like that. You must hate me, don't you? Heck yeah, the battle of true warriors. Squint battle. Like I said, I've never seen that before.
It
So,
feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
ow.
Holy shit, that hurt!
That's not nice.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Well, I've learned something today at the very least, so.
Your blade slashes
But we got
through
back
the
to where
air
we need to be
again and
anyway,
again,
so.
and her fists
And
connect with
we've
your body
actually
as many
talked with
times
the
or more,
adversary,
each
I think,
impact as
through
heavy as
most
that
of the
first
dialogue.
bone-crushing hit.
So it's just a matter of
We can
getting
still turn this
her
around.
to where I want to get her to. But we'll see. So, all right. So tower, adversary, nightmare. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath.
Yeah, just a little bit of
exhausted.
ouch going on here. Just
You
a few,
probably won't
you
make
know,
it out of
cuts
here
and
alive,
bruises and broken
but you
ribs
can at
and
least make sure that she won't make it
shattered
out of
vertebrae.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Maybe if you hadn't spent all your time squinting at her.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tiebreaker. We're going to have to.
The two
Yep.
of you clash
There we
for
go.
the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
Well, that's game, but it's game for me
Two of you
too.
fall to the floor.
this was fun.
I didn't particularly have a lot of fun jumping backwards in time, actually.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder.
I mean, after my first couple of showings, that's not very. It's not surprising you thought I wouldn't put up much of a fight.
Do you really think this is the end?
For you? Yes. At least for now.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh man, we really gotta make love, not war. War really is the shaft, man. Ow. I fear there will be very little love happening on this route, or if it is love,
You're on a path.
it's
in
gonna
the
be
woods.
painful.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Honestly, I think that the difficulty I had there, because I've gotten to the adversary before on the PC version, just taking the blade, walking down the stairs, saying nothing, and then asking if I feel like I did get there, asking if I'm sure she's not bluffing, and then saying I would slay her. But maybe I did say I'm not dropping the blade. Maybe I'm just forgetting the order of operations there. I don't know. Either way, we got what we needed to do. So, you know, we're good to go. So, we're locked in now. Yeah, let's say the deja vu line.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of
A
us
very
have
special
been here.
type of love, a rivalry even.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
But coming from you, any way of violence is love if it's her.
That's
yeah.
fine. It doesn't matter if he
On
can
this
hear us.
route, that's
The
pretty
only
much
thing
the
that
correct
matters
thing.
is
Yeah.
marching up to that cabin and winning.
Well, what is even happening right now?
That's the spirit.
Why,
There's no
why
point
is
in
the
stalling.
violence
The real threat is
turning
just
everyone on? Alright, let's go.
a warning before you go any further.
Oh, it's okay. Listen, if it makes people happy, who are we to judge, right? Stubborn, huh? Nice to meet you. I have a feeling two of us are going to be good friends.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power
Don't
to
know they're
stop
not
you
using
from
the right
slaying
head, but
her.
again, like
Don't believe a word she says.
I don't like judging people for what they want to do. If they want to do that, you know, that's fine. I'm not here to judge anybody. We put away the judge, jury, and executioner voices on the last route. We don't have any right to judge this time.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, again, she could throw a feint,
Are you sure about that?
but maybe we could too.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
I don't know if we have to trust her or not trust her just for this to
Crystal,
work, but
let's just get on with it already.
if I was doing the other way that I normally do this route, I would, but at the last minute, a couple of days ago, I thought about this route
Cabin is tighter
because I
than
knew
its
I was going to be
exterior
doing
would
it
suggest.
again.
Its
And I
cold
said,
stone walls press in
yeah,
on
but
you
is that
as
a
if
thing that
trying
we're
to
doing
forcefully
together?
direct you
Because that's the
towards
whole
your
point here, is
destination.
doing things together.
The only
And,
furniture of note is a black iron altar.
well,
with
the
a
way that I was going to
pristine
do it,
blade
I'll tell you about
perched
it
on its
after,
edge.
once we're done. But the way that I was going to do it, it wasn't really an us doing things together thing, you know.
The blade is your implement.
So.
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Nuh-uh, morality's still here. I can still hold on to that. I mean, that's fine. You can have your morality if you want. I'm just, like I said, I'm not into judging people. Not doing a good job of keeping up. Fights! He says what we're all thinking. Come on, rowdy man, take a chill pill. She could have access to pocket sand. Oh, no! A wooden shack and a rock interior. Yeah, this place is a little messy. Probably because her influence is spreading. Stuff a chill pill up your... Yeah, you too, Buzzkill. To the narrator. Alright, mirror time.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
This mirror is like my crystal orb. I have to ponder it before I know what I can do on every route.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Maybe the cold stone of the past 2 chapter 2s will be something I could rub my face against in real life so that I can cool myself off.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Temperature says still 74 Fahrenheit
Now
outside.
it's gone, so all of us
Yikes.
stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Alright, well, anyway, we didn't take the blade last time and we got our face smushed in, so let's take it this time.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult
rock
to
is
slay the
cold.
princess
I
and
need
save the world
cold.
without a weapon.
Me too. Alright, well. The only thing that we're going to feel in about a minute or two, though, is warm because we're going to be in a
door to
fight,
the
and there's
basement
going to be
creaks
blood
open,
flying everywhere,
revealing a rough
and
stone
body
staircase,
temperature is hot,
its
so...
walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Like she's about to breathe
The princess
fire!
lives here. Slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
The princess might be becoming a dragon.
Her fierce
Usually
voice
that's not how
carries
that
up the
works.
stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Uh-huh.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
That could just be the echo chamber of this tunnel.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Oh boy.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I mean, I don't see why we can't have both.
As you
Wait,
descend
I see the
final
problem
step,
now.
The form of the princess comes
She's
into
taking
view.
up like
A
2/3
large
of the
shackle
room.
leading from her wrist
Just
to the
by
basement
herself.
wall.
That's a bit of a problem.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Let's not tempt her.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
I don't think I like how enthusiastic you are about that.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh man, I wanted my ribs to stay intact this time. Alright, we already went through this. We went through this. We went through this. We did not explore this option. It is an option. We said this option, but I think it's worth exploring again.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
Because again, I feel like it's a little nonchalant of her to just say that. Oh man, not again with the mirrors. Narrator has the right idea here. The stubborn has the right idea. The only person here who doesn't is you! Wait, didn't you say the one before was the, this was the last time we grabbed the knife? Yeah, so this reset is the last time we grabbed the knife. When I say this is the last time we grabbed the knife, I mean like in... Hang on, what did I say? I said it in Chapter 1. This is the last time we grab the knife in Chapter 1. Yes. We've already seen what happens here if we don't grab the knife in Adversary. We just end up back in Fury, so there you go. This is the resets have you befuddled. Yeah, we need the knife this time in order for this to work out differently from how it did on the violence route that we just finished last stream. So the end of the stairs looks like oh no. Oh dang, wasn't paying good enough attention. Does he have the knife this time? I do have the knife this time. Yep, never mind. Yes. Guys, I have a feeling this isn't going to be as easy as the last time. It's little. Thank you for answering me, princess. I say we run away. All right, my friendly girl, all that nasty stuff is under the bridge.
Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I think that would have to come to an end eventually.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
One of us is going to give.
All right, fine. I believe you.
Oh, good. We do get a new little line because I didn't explore that option.
What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Fair enough.
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke.
I mean, I
Who doesn't
might.
remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
And you're having just as bad of a time of this as the last time we were here.
Are you okay?
New dialogue, even in the third playthrough.
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Oh my god. What a mean thing to say. Like, why would you... That's like the nihilist thing to say. Well, yeah, you know, there we go.
I know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so
Oh, I thought
sorry.
we were saying that to the princess. I didn't realize we were saying that to the narrator. I would have been a little apathetic if I remembered that part. So, or if I knew that part. I mean, I feel like if we do this one, we just, because I'm trying to remember how, because there's a way to get a close-up of her, isn't there? Like, there's a way to get gallery pictures where you're standing right next to her. And I don't know if this is how you do that. I think it is. I mean, I already know at this point that we're a little like screwed up in terms of this reset being. Well, I had to reload to get it, so I'm okay with exploring a little.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
Actually, I'm more concerned with my game plan here because it's going to be kind of hard to fight you when you're 8 feet
If you
tall.
want
And
to talk, I guess I can talk.
okay, this is how you do it.
But
Okay.
you should come a little closer first.
Yeah. So now you get the close-up of the princess if you go step closer to her, and then I think you can still get where I want to get if you come closer. So. Jesus, that's mean. You know what? Screw it. Let's see if she still has hands. You can't do that and get Eye of the Needle. Oh, okay, gotcha. I think you have to say you want to talk. Something good. Take a chill pill. The world is all in one place right now. Well, given that I don't know we can do that and get the Eye of the Needle, let's come closer, but not in the way that it sounds like. Maybe this will be enough to... I'm throwing a feint. I made her think... I'm lulling her into a false sense of security, making her think I want to talk. Now we'll just attack. There.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the whetstone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Eat this.
As you bridge the gap, your
Oh, wow.
blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood.
She actually let me have that one. Oh!
She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
You know, it's either the neck or the ribs with these people. I can't win.
You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact.
Well, she's loose now.
She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
We barely even had time to disappoint her.
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you?
What do you mean?
That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
I mean, is it because of the feint? Is that what's giving you that idea?
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point?
I'm learning more about you. That's a point. Up to y'all to decide what swear goes there for fun. Well, save the game and come back there for the gallery. Whoops, too late, never mind. I mean, we could go ahead and do that, but that's okay. Die to the adversary upstairs for the Eye of the Needle condition. I'm pretty sure you can do it downstairs, too. I've done it downstairs before. But we'll see. Oh, this is not okay. Yeah, awkward. Hand throwing.
So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let that get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
Yeah, sure, but...
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
I'm on board with that plan because, like, again, look at her. She will rip me in half if she's given a chance. And on top of that, she's literally telling me to do that. So then there's no surprises, and she knows exactly what I'm going to do, which means she can break me like a twig.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this.
Oh, you recall downstairs gets you one voice, upstairs gets you another. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, I want to do it downstairs for this specific voice that I want to get, so I think we're going to try to do this. She kind of has some issues we don't want to catch, my dudes. I'm trying to dodge it. Oh, look, there's an option to dodge. Let's try dodging. I don't think it's going to work out in the small confines of this cave, but let's try it.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver.
I knew that was going to be a problem.
You manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
And now I have a concussion for it. Great.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
I need an opening to overpower her. Ow!
She's throwing us around like
Ow!
a ragdoll. I think
Ow!
overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Can we have this argument after I'm done getting my ass handed to me, please?
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts?
Maybe.
All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
If she owns this place... I mean, we're gonna die. There's no question about that now. But if she owns this place, maybe... I have an idea.
The princess's arm shoots
It's
forward,
going to
her
require
palm
some
wrapping
sacrifice,
around your
though.
head, fingers gripping your skull.
This is going to hurt a lot, isn't it?
How disappointing.
Oh, it already hurts. Oh, it already hurts. Just end it, please.
She
Oh!
squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter.
My brain came out. Put me in the freezer.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
And dead. Chapter 3, The Eye of the Needle. Okay, so I haven't gotten to the Eye of the Needle that way ever. I know what to do now, though.
You're on a path in the wood.
If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good.
Yeah, okay, this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. All right, cool.
Have enough of it.
So, on the previous route, I guess I should explain what I'm talking about here. On the previous route in the cage, we needed the voice of the broken so that we could throw away the blade and then get the good ending out of that one. On this route specifically, we need the voices of the stubborn and the hunted in order to get the ending that I want to get here. So some of these last ones are a little tricky, but hopefully, I'm trying to think, I don't think there's any that are going to be quite as tricky as these two were. It's like a little puzzle today, I guess, but hopefully going forward it won't be quite as tricky. I think I've done all the ones, let me think. Yeah, I've done all the ones after this going forward. This one I haven't done like this, so I couldn't have told you if this was going to work or not, but this is new, so. Be honest, this is not something weird. This is fun now. I like how this route is going. I trust you. Ouch. She's strong enough to break her chain. It's pretty amazing you're still alive after taking a hit from her. Yeah, let's not tempt fate now. I'm pretty sure she's going to be even stronger this time. Everything would have been so much faster if you'd run. That's a goat. You also get hunted upstairs. You've been worried you would get skeptic, which you get for trying to free her. Yeah, so if you try to free her, you can get skeptic, and then you don't get to do exactly what I want to do here. You can still finish everything out, but it's not going to be the same as what I want to do here, because here it's going to be a different, well, activity, I guess. Voice of the disoriented. Where are we? Why is everything spinning? I still have a concussion. Okay, but that's good to know. Okay. So you get hunted in both. Oh, okay. I pressed the pause button. Hold on. There we go.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, I mean, we could have done that, but we chose not to. Are my neighbors really firing off fireworks now? It's not even June, like, let alone July. Please put those things away.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us.
Hunted and broken, the goats.
We can't hope to find
What's
holes
the
and
impatient?
openings
Cave,
to
princess,
find.
now!
We need
I mean, we're practically in a cave as it is.
to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be?
I mean, she ends
If you
the world,
lose sight
right?
of her, if she manages to slip away,
Wait.
that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
So you're saying she could get out to the woods before ending the... I thought the contingency here was that if she gets out of the cabin, she ends the world. Not she can get out into the woods and then out of the cabin's vicinity a little bit before she ends the world. Like, what? Where's the cutoff point here?
Are you not challenging us on all the looping?
The music
You
is
known
so
about it
fear
the
and
whole
hungry.
time.
Yeah, it really
You're
has
the
that
same
sound
one
to
we've
it,
been
doesn't it? The
talking to
really
since the
deep,
beginning.
droning sound. So, that's really good.
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like.
And I thought the
grand
last route had a fear and
revelation,
hunger feeling.
But that's not what's going on here. We've never met.
But something tells me the fear and hunger music means we're about to face a very difficult monster.
It doesn't matter. We
Let's
could
hope
go
she didn't
in
turn into the
circles
crowd
forever.
thing,
I don't
because
like staying
good
still
lord,
for
man.
too long. Let's get to the cabin. See this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable.
What's
of
your
reason.
favorite eldritch abomination from Fear and Hunger? Mine is Skin Grandma.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an
Some
other.
of the designs in Fear and
I don't
Hunger.
trust
man.
you.
Oh my lord. I don't even know if I could play that for the stream because there's like dicks in Fear and Hunger. They're just out all the time. And I'm pretty sure like even without monetization going on, I'm pretty sure YouTube would be like, "Hey, yeah, no, get that shit off our platform." So, you know, it's worth talking, I think, about the fact that the woods look like a cave now.
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods.
I mean, it could be.
If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Have y'all ever seen The Path of Skingrad? I have, for the first time ever, because I didn't get to play Oblivion until it was remastered, because I didn't have an Xbox. I've seen The Path of Skingrad. The Path of Skingrad looks a lot like this, except there's a forest around it. So, actually, I'm kind of okay with his plan. His plan is to lure her out into the open where we'll have more room. Last time we died because we didn't have enough room, so I am definitely okay with the plan. Let's do this. All together now,
It
team.
isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
I know what I'm doing. Luring? Yeah, we make some pretty good bait, huh? Whoa. I'm afraid she's gonna get more furry and less fun. If you remember, there's a character debuff where your nose bleeds. I don't think we want a nosebleed. I need less debuffs. I need more buffs. Would need some serious editing, you guys. Probably not for streaming. Yeah, probably. Well, and I mean, there might be a mod or something, because I'm sure someone else has had this problem in terms of, like, being able to stream it or not, and they might have, like, modded the game to try to fix it. I could look, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for me to play it, though, because, like, some of the things that I'm doing here are things I've never done before. A lot of the things in Fear and Hunger are things that I've done before, so I don't know if it would be as fun, you know? So, it's a hiking trail. Trail equals path. Problem solved. Why do the rocks have fingernails?
No last advice for us?
Good
No
point.
Words of warning?
Guess we want to make sure we don't get this far out if we, you know, try to ruin her day.
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
We could scream again. We screamed in the cage route, but there's no stopping us from screaming again. Ah!
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
All right, let's get in there.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building.
Yeah.
Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving
We
you no
need
choice
to
but
get
press
out of
forward.
here as soon as
The
possible.
only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. pristine blade perched on its edge.
And I need to make sure I don't hit that on my way out.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
The rock slays, I think. Mr. Disoriented, stay right here and don't muck things up, alright? Leave it to the pros. Why do these routes keep breaking my voices? It's fun, character development.
We have even less space.
I don't know if
We need
breaking people
space
is good
or she'll
character
kill us.
development. But
The
then,
only space is out there.
The Broken says sometimes you have to break things to make them better,
Take
but I don't
it.
know if that's happening here, so. Alright, well, we can worry about the mirror. We know how to deal with the mirror, so let's just take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And that's 5.
Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
And to think I was getting sick of this feeling natural last time, this time, if I didn't have it, we'd probably be in a lot of trouble. Alright, let's go.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You do see it, right?
I don't know, is there a door? I feel like it'd just be a tunnel that sort of just keeps going.
All we see is a damned mirror.
This really is just like last time.
Well, the mirror wasn't directly in front of us last time.
Smells
but-
of nothing, yet it's still there.
Well, let's get it out of the way then.
You reach forward and drag
Okay.
your hand
It's just
across
a
the door leading
rock.
to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Wait, we aren't supposed to take the sharp. That would hurt us on the
Am I
way
not
down.
surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Fair point, now we can do the job we came here for. I can't believe I'm actually about to do what the narrator
Before you
wants
is
me
what
to
may
do.
as well be a sheer cliff face.
Wow.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
But I haven't done any rock climbing since I was in high school, and boy, that was a long time ago.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters.
She really is turning into a dragon,
Princess
isn't
lives here.
she?
Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh boy.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Feel like she'd get along with somebody here.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Well, you're right about that, but maybe not in here.
Goad her, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
Systematic disassembly. I like it. Let's see. Let's start the riling here and then see what we can do about that after that. So if you want the fight so badly,
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
you're just saying that so you can rip the chain off the wall as soon as I get there.
Those chains were nothing to her last time.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
Fair point. If we goad her, but we have enough of a lead, we should still be able to get out of here.
Fine by me.
I'm just gonna have to be very careful about it.
You've nowhere to go but down.
I never said good
Start the
character
difficult
development.
journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
Yeah, I sure hope I remember how I got down here, because I'm gonna have to do that like triple time on the way up. Because it's the game, now play with it. Just character development. Should have picked up some pocket sand before entering the cabin, to be honest. Yeah, that probably would have helped, but we can always get it when we leave, so. Princess, stab, win. Wait, we aren't supposed to, oh, I already said that one. Aren't supposed to take the sharp. Oh, these tricky ghosts and their big flat spoons would steal your face. The sharp is for stabby stab stab. How is he climbing this cliff face with the pristine blade in hand? Must be climbing with only one hand. What a pro. Pretty good at this, apparently. I guess I haven't lost the rock climbing. Oh, my eggs all scrambled. What's happened? Oh.
Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Well, see, that's the advantage we have, right? We're gonna goad her, so she'll be angry, and she's never seen this cliff face before, whereas I have, so we do have an advantage here. Let's hope we can hold. Oh
Turn to
my
face what
god!
lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness.
Well, you look awfully uncomfortable down here.
Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me,
Nice.
twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body.
Not
I
nice.
want a real challenge this time.
I mean, I can give you a challenge, but
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not.
yep.
Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I agree with this plan.
I really don't like the sound of this.
Nah, trust the process, hero. We've got this. We've got 2 experts on the case. Stubborn will keep us alive, and Hunted will, well, keep us alive.
It's the only way we live.
So, let's trust the process.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
I don't think anyone could want this as much as you do. I'm pretty sure what you want is going to be unhealthy for the both of us.
So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
All right, hey, I'm okay with that. I'll take turn advantage. All right, let's not tell her what we're planning on doing. Let's just find the option. There it is. Let's go there, boys.
You step forward, stopping just outside the reach of her chains.
Well, come on. Carrot on a stick and all. You want some? Come get some.
The princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
No tricks. I just want to see if you can break those chains again.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
Then stop waiting.
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Show me then. Show me what you want.
Bloody desire in
Okay,
her eyes. The
I see what
princess
she wants.
rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap.
Fellas, the time for description is over. It's time to run!
Without hesitation, you turn back.
My
the way
God,
you
she's
came
right
and
on my
scramble
tail.
up the
Holy
ledge
shit.
towards the tunnel entrance.
Okay.
At the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back.
Why would I glance back? Just keep
Princess
going.
is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rapid pursuit.
You're gonna dull your fingernails before you even have the chance to claw at me with them. Don't do that. Not nice. Speedy, I think it's time to do that fast thing you like. On the rocks. Definitely on the rocks. We need to get the hell out of here.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Oh, my dear. I'm counting on it.
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
Alright, now, narrator, don't you dare close that door. I will break it down. I swear to you I will.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Because we can change, my dear. Under new circumstances, we can change.
Little bird, where do you think you're going?
Maybe I'll change when I get out there. Maybe I'll stop running.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there.
Let's get there first.
And we'll take the fight with us.
Exactly.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Okay. Phase 1 complete. Now get out here.
Glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
That's the thing, though, narrator. I've already walked the Razor's Edge before. Now, granted, the last time I did that, it didn't work out for me because she reality'd my blade. But this time something tells me she can't do that, so this might work out a little better.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
I hate that my neighbors are doing that. Sorry if the fireworks are making loud popping noises on the stream. I have no control over it, but boy do I wish I could live anywhere else right now.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Yeah, that's the only way we're getting out of here, so that's what we're gonna do. I think you can still get the ending that you would get with Skeptic if you say this first option. You can, like, talk... It sounds weird, but you can talk her down here. But it's kind of... After all that, it's like blue balling, you know what I mean? So maybe let's not do that. Oh, you know just what to say. Maybe rushing into the situation isn't the solution. Gosh, this makes my head hurt. Maybe some fresh air will chill her out a tad. It kind of can, but... She still looks kind of the same, but more dragony. She's a little taller, too, and quite a bit more muscular, from what I can tell. Maybe I should wait? The time for waiting is over. The time for acting is now.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Actually, I'm hoping you'll stumble over a little bit. While you're in the vicinity of the cabin, I still don't have enough room.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash.
Let's go!
That's where you're both wrong. Left, now.
Right, I mean left.
As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly.
An opening!
Strike.
Here!
Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again.
I think I need to move now.
Right.
Yep.
You move out of the way, but this time
Okay.
it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
That's smarts.
It's nothing. A scratch.
Yeah, I'll live.
Yes. It
Wasn't my ribs this time.
And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Alright, fellas, so far so good.
We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Alright, hang on, stuff that, because we need to get to the end first.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head.
Yeah,
Not
activate
until it's
Ultra Instinct. It's okay. Yeah, the narrative telling you what you're doing is dangerous. How could you possibly fight the princess in a way that isn't? All seems pretty dangerous to me. Yeah, we are walking it. We're playing a dangerous game here, definitely. Okay, the confusing period is over. Fighting time. Epic rap battles of history. Big Princess and Big Hair 2. Pristine Blade versus Dragon-like Princess. Who will come out on top?
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
I'm kind of hoping the death part doesn't happen, but, you know, at least it's something we're doing together.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again.
We're keeping pace with her.
She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
See, I knew this was going to work as long as we had the room.
More! Keep going, we can't stop now!
Let's find one more good opening, boys.
Fine
Gotcha.
opening.
Oh, no.
This time waiting. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Okay.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
Speak for yourself. I think she broke my tailbone. Oh.
But her
What?
gift wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you.
We got her.
She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Checkmate, my dear.
You've outplayed me, haven't you?
It's about time.
Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Well, you see, he's gone now, so this happens. But at least we gave her the fight of her life before she went to the hands. Faster, faster! We all got our dragons. Do we really gotta fight like this, though? Just like the start, but slower. Oh, Jesus, holy. That's hot. Bruh, this is exciting. Another victory for swiftness, but not that time. It probably was very warm, yes, because... And I know that's not what you're talking about. But there was blood everywhere, and we were all worked up into a frenzy. So it probably was very hot, yes.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
But if you do feel that way about her, I welcome you to play the game for yourself and then turn off the HUD so that you can take as many screenshots as you want. Alright, anyway, we'll be fine. We literally just made it through hell and got out the other side without getting broken to death this time. We finally got one up on her. So, I'm feeling pretty good.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
No. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law, or at least allowed other people to.
That thing reeks of death.
Probably.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Oh, we're not gonna find her. Not where she went. So it's all right. We'll see each other again. Not to worry.
Okay.
Will I see
If
these
you
two
say
again?
so,
Let me think.
we'll trust you.
I will see Hunted again. Will I see Stubborn again? I don't think we'll see Stubborn again. I think this is the last time we're seeing him.
I'd like to be somewhere nice.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
We will find her again, but unfortunately, I don't think... like I said, I don't think we're going to see Stubborn again, so I don't think we'll see him. So, okay, well, that's one that's being sent off. To be fair, though, I'm pretty sure Voice of the Cheated got, like, one whole thing here, and that's going to be it. But that depends on something, because I'm going to let all of you make a decision for the next stream on Saturday, and that will decide something about one of the paths we're going to take. I won't tell you what it is yet, but make sure you're here for the beginning of the stream next time, because in the first, like, 45 minutes, you'll all be making a decision for me. Unless you, of course, can't be here, in which case, definitely do the other thing if it's more important than this. This is not that serious, just saying. You'll have a choice to be made. Look at all the muscles I got since last time. Oh, wait, that's the cancer. Never mind. And there's always time for fan art. Man, I like my quiet, but this is too quiet. Whoa, 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 I can't believe I'm saying this, but slow down. We don't need to look at that. That's huge, godlike princess. Gag me now. In the next life, my decision, man. Ruining epic and happy endings. We'll miss you, Stubborn. Oh, exciting. Yeah, I got plans, but I'm letting all of you figure out. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty sure I already know what all of you are going to say, but it's a decision that will change something about one of the routes. And I'm letting all of you choose it because, like, I think it's worth letting you choose it. So we'll still get what I want no matter what happens with your decision, but at the very least I'll let you have a little agency about it,
More than I was before.
Well, yeah, you now have a almost 20-foot tall dragon demon lady there, so I would say you're more than you were before, and I got some muscles out of this.
Whenever you are ready,
So
I will wipe your slate clean once again.
let's see. I think I've said all of these things to her. Did we say... I forget if we said the thank you line or the why line the first time. I think we said the thank you line the first time. I don't think we said why. Like, to be inquisitive about it, but... No, maybe we did. Let's just get the thoughts, because, I mean, we already know where this is going, so...
This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Well, good for her, I guess. That's what she gets for, being able to do these activities together. I'm glad that we've gotten to do a few things with the princess rather than just, trying to get her here as quickly as possible or just being violent to her. So, alright, I'm ready. Take me back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Fair enough. You'll probably need that time.
We will meet again.
Ow. 7 more years of bad luck. I'm currently in debt to my next life in terms of my years of bad luck. Well into my next
You're on
life,
a path
actually.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Be honest, this one and the one before you got you happy for this one, like how this one went. Yeah, like I said, I like all of the endings that we're going to be doing on this particular route. I'd be hard-pressed to pick one that's my favorite, so I figured, why not just jam all 5 of them into the same route, the same cycle, because then there you go. Happy ending. This is a good ending, not the good ending, by the way. Yeah, we almost got the good ending back in the cage, but the skeptic wouldn't let us, so... I guess not happy, but yeah, I mean, close enough, right? We both got what we wanted out of that situation. Have more nicotine and other chemicals in your body than water in your body. Maybe that's why you're happy. I mean, maybe. It depends on how those interact with your cells and stuff. Just become immortal. Easy fix. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. Somehow I feel like Eye of the Needle is pretty happy from being bested as well. Yeah, because she was disappointed when we couldn't overpower her before, like, right? Because we were evenly matched the first time. She got a win, and now I get a win, so we're even again. But she's glad that there's still someone out there that can be better than her. So she gets what she wants out of the situation, and I get to do something fun with the princess. I mean, it's granted it's us almost killing each other, but fun, I guess. So... be honest, not sure about the patient after the last route. Give you a chapter to come up with something new, so it's just normal you for now. That's okay. You will have some time to figure out who you're going to be, because we're going to take this one slow. Because that's actually going to do it for today's episode of Slay the Princess, the Stream Edition. Like I said, we have a lot of Chapter 3s to get through on this route. Every single one of the resets has a Chapter 3 associated with it. So I'm okay with letting it be 3 streams at the end of this whole thing. So we're going to call it for today. So... and get over my save menu here. There we go. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which will be on Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and we'll see what other messes we can get into with the princess. But to be fair, the messes we'll get into together. So until then, everybody take care, and have a good one. You know, I'm going to get to be in a place that looks like woods like this at some point soon. Maybe not pencil drawing woods, but a path in the woods nonetheless. Maybe it'll be nice. We'll see.